After creating this 3D model, you may want to simulate this 3D model into a machining software and obtain the G-code and the tool path. You can do that in Fusion 360 as well. To do that, you need to click on Design and then click on Manufacture. Once you click on Design and then Manufacture, it will take you to this window, and at this point you may want to specify how you want to machine this product. And in Autodesk software, you always work from left to right. So firstly, make sure you are in turning window. You have selected the turning tab, and you are going to select the settings for the turning machining for this specific part. Because this is a round object, you can hold it from the back and then tool it from the side, and you will be able to obtain the required results. To use the machining simulation on this, or use the CAM software, you want to start from left to right. Firstly, start with the setup. At the setup, you will be able to assume you will be able to specify the direction of the object and how you want to machine it as well. In this case, the z-axis is pointing downwards, and I just realized that I may not be able to hold it from the top. And for example, you are able to see the check profile as well. You are able to see the stock as well. You are able to view, for example, Z reference and option, for example, how the machine is gonna be starting from where as well, and what will be the direction. In this case, I want the z-axis to point upwards, so I'll just click on flip z-axis. If that is not the case for you, if by just clicking on flip z-axis your z-axis is not pointing downwards, so if your object is not drawn in this way, in this manner, you can play around with the orientation tab, and you can just select other options which are best suited for your profile. You can also alter the size of the stock as well from here. As you can view from this side that the size of the stock is exactly according to the dimensions of this product, which should not be the case in real life scenario. Your stock will be a little bit bigger as well to accommodate for the tolerance and the precision of the machine. You can increase or decrease the stock size from here. You can specify the position of that here as well, but as part of this tutorial, I'm just going to carry on with the default stock size. So just press OK. Once you have done that, once you have clicked setup and you have got your working coordinates as well, working origin, now the next step is to specify the operation you want to do in terms of turning. You can start with turning face, or you can do the turning profile roughing and so on. I'll start with the turning profile roughing straight away. If you click on this option, you will be able to see this window here, where you will be able to specify the different parameters you want to set for the turning roughing. Now at this point, I need to select a tool which I want to use. So if you click on select, it will take you to this window where you will be able to select the tool. And at this point, I don't have a tool initially in my library. If you need to make sure that you are in right document, and your design which you are setting up for the CAM software. Now at this point, if you click on the plus sign, you will be able to select the new tool, and you want to select the right operation for which you are selecting the tool. At this point, I'm selecting the tool for turning, so I'll just use the turning journal, or you have the other options as well, grooving, boring, threading. However, at this specific scenario, I'll be using turning general. You select the tool from here, let it load, and then you will be able to change it parameters as well. So now I have selected the tool. However, I still need to change the parameters of this tool according to my requirements. To do this, I'll start with the shape of the tool as well. So I want it to be 55-degree parallelogram. So make sure you select this option, because I have got some sharp edges on my product. So this is a pointy tool which is able to help me to achieve that specific size as well. I'll leave the for example size as well according to the default. However, I want the corner radius to be a little bit sharper. Corner radius will be this here, so that it can reach to the difficult for example points as well on this object, and we may be able to obtain a good profile at the end. We'll leave the settings as it is. However, if you want to alter them, you can according to your requirement and your simulation. And you can change this type of the holder as well. You can change the style of it. You can change the hand from left hand to right, from right hand to left hand, and so on. However, in this case, I'll leave everything as default, and I'll just press accept. I want to use this tool as for machining. Then this tool will be in your library now. Once it is in your library, click select, and you will be able to select this tool. At this point, I'll leave all the parameters as it is for the tutorial. However, if you want to alter them according to your requirements, you can do that. You can alter the geometry, you can work on the radii, you can work on the passes, you can work on the linking as well, and depends on the options you want to choose. However, after selection of the tool, just press OK, and you will be able to see the tool path shortly. Now this is specifying the tool path to me, how the tool is gonna for example move around and manufacture this component for us at the end. I'm able to simulate this as well. To simulate this, you can click on the setup, right click and click on simulate, and you will be able to view how this is going to work as well. However, you may want to use the options. For example, for the stock, you want to turn it on. Make sure your stock option is turned on or ticked. If it is not, you will not be able to see the stock, just like that here. So if you tick it, and you will be able to see the stock as well. So once you're able to see the stock and you want to visualize how the machine is gonna be cutting this object here, you can change the speed of the simulation from here. Just click on the play icon, and you will be able to visualize how the CNC machine is gonna work, and it will be able to for example use the turning operations to manufacture your product for you. So in this case, as you can see, we need more for example finishing touches on this object. However, for the sake of tutorial, you can apply the finishing touches from turning, profile finishing, grooving and so on, and turning part as well. However, as part of this tutorial, let's say the next step could be, you after doing all that, you want to obtain the Gcode to, or you want to obtain the numerical data you need for your CNC machine as well. Once you have simulated, the next step would be to obtain the Gcode. To obtain the Gcode, firstly close down the simulation window. Once you close it down, go back to the setup, right click, and once you right click, you will be able to select the option for post process. So click on that. From here, you want to specify what do you want to for example, what machine do you want to export on, what's the post parameters you want to have. So if you go to post and then click on choose from library, you will be able to do that from there. Then once you are in Fusion 360 library, the first thing you should be working on is to specifying which capabilities do you want. If you want to be turning, you can click on turning, and you will be able to see all the relevant vendors and their, for example, machines as well. So in this case, I will be working on the machine which I have, Fanuc turning. I'll just click on FANUC, type FANUC, and it will the option will appear for me. I'll just select this Fanuc. You can do that as well if you want. If you're looking for just to obtain the Gcode, you click on this and select use anyway, and from here you will be able to obtain the Gcode you require. However, in this case, you may be wondering, you can name the file as well. You can specify a number, or you can name it as well. You can specify the output. I'm gonna save it in the downloads. It may not be in the downloads by default. In that case, you can select an output folder from here. So select an output folder of your choice. You may want to save it somewhere else, desktop, downloads, documents, wherever you like. From select the output folder. Once you have done that, all you need to do is to click on post. Now the post icon is exactly at the bottom of the screen, so just click on post, and it will for example post. I have already have a file with this specific name. I'm just gonna overwrite on that, and that will show me that the file is already for example in the downloads. So I have went to my downloads and the file is already in my downloads folder. All I need to do now, this is the file 1001 and this is an NC file. I can open this via Microsoft Word. I can open this on NC Viewer online as well, which is a software which we use. So if you right click on it and click on open with, and from here you can choose another program, preferably Microsoft Word, or if your Microsoft Word is not showing here, you can find Microsoft Word from here as well. So if you just click on Word, press OK, and this is where you will be able to view the Gcode, which you can submit into your machine, or for example you can use this as with your machine as well. You can program it according to these coordinates, and that will specify the toolpath as well. That's all.